carry is kind of a fancy word for things that actually people are very well aware of, right?
Yeah.
Rodrigo mentioned that equity carry is the dividend yield, right?
Right.
In
Which no
bonds,
RA in history of mankind has ever called the dividend carried.
carry,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what it is. In bonds, carry is either through a steep yield curve, right? Where you typically have a higher required return to lend your money for 10 years than you do for 2 years or 3 months. And so a positive sloping yield curve produces bond carry, duration carry. You can also have carry on
And
the
we're
balance
talking
sheet.
they're 2 years at 2%, 5 years at 5%, 10 years at 10% in an extreme example, but right,
Yeah,
I'll borrow 2 years and buy 10 years.
yeah, exactly. And there's also credit carry, right? Which is really what Kevin Coldiron and his the other authors focused on in the rise of carry is the rise of credit markets and securitization markets and rehypothecation and leverage on leverage on leverage. You've got this kind of credit carry, right? So triple B bonds are going to typically have a higher yield than triple A bonds. So, or treasury bonds. So you can swap treasury yields for credit yields and earn a positive carry on that, right? In commodities, there's a carry from that arises from storage costs or for the desire of producers to hedge their forward production just to stabilize their earnings flow or to make it cheaper for them to raise financing to go and develop a new mine, that sort of thing, right? So all of these different asset classes have carry. They're intuitive and recognizable if we don't call it carry, if
Carry.
we call it something that's specific to that asset class. But really, they're just all of these different sources of return in compensation for risk.